Messi, is he the greatest of all time? I know you think he is, and of course you interviewed Maradona and you played against him, so you're in a good position to compare the two.
Yeah, I think Messi's. I mean, I never thought I'd see a better player than Diego. Maradona was unbelievable, and I used to, I was so much in awe of him. It was, as everyone was in those days. And, but I think when you look at Messi, he does everything and more that Diego could do. His goal scoring ratio is, pretty much a goal a game. Diego's was about 1 in 2, which is, pretty good certainly in those days. It's a bit easier now, but also he's the best dribbler I've ever seen, Messi, and he's as good a passer as I've ever seen. Now Diego was great at both as well, but I think when you take into that account the longevity that Messi's done it in for what is it now, about 15 years, something like that.
What about
the
World
same
Cups,
level.
though?
Well, that's the only argument against a World Cup. But a World Cup's like a precarious business. It's a knockout played once every 4 years. So you need all sorts of things to come together. Nowadays, you could argue that in the old days, because that was the only time you'd see all the world's best play in the same competition. Whereas now you see it in the Champions League, all the world's best play in the Champions League, year in, year out. And he's won that under 3 or 4 times. But most people don't talk about Messi or Maradona, they talk about Messi or Ronaldo. Now, Ronaldo, I'm also a huge fan of. I'm a massive admirer of him. I think he's one of the greatest goal scorers of all time, no question about that. But for me, football is about watching it and getting joy from it. And when I watch Messi play, it makes me feel joyous. It's like he does 4 or 5 things in a game that just get you off your seat. And for me, that is the difference between the two of them, and they're both spurred each other on, and I think we can enjoy them both. And it's fine to have the opinion that you think Ronaldo's better or Maradona's better. That's fine. It's just my view.
Well, just lately, then it's Cristiano or Messi, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I can't fault Ronaldo, because this guy, right foot, left foot, headers. He scored some great headed goals. But I just love the way Messi somehow gets out of, he's in jail in the corner and he dribbles round 3 or nutmegs someone, and suddenly, he sticks a ball through and they score. So I'm probably a Messi man rather than Cristiano, but I think that's harsh on Cristiano Ronaldo, to be honest.
In your opinion, is Messi the greatest footballer of all time?
No.
Wow.
But and this is like an interesting point. You talk about Copa America, right? International level, it just never happens for Argentina and Messi. If you're going to play an international friendly on FIFA and it's going to be Argentina versus Portugal, I am fighting you all day long. I'm having Argentina. When you look at the quality of that side, right? Cristiano Ronaldo can go and win international stuff with like a team of players that are still very good, but you look on paper, you're going, I'm taking the Argentina side all day. You then go domestically to club level. Messi is an absolute Barcelona legend. He has honed that position.
Football legend.
He has honed that position for Barcelona, right? Cristiano Ronaldo has done it at United.
He has.
He's done it at Real Madrid. He's doing it at Juventus, right? And that for me, and like he even assistant managed his national side to European glory, right? I think you could put him in any position and he would do well. Like, and he won a Champions League with Manchester United, got off the plane and went to the gym.
He won the Ballon d'Or there as well.
Ballon d'Or. He's like really focused on his delivery and pushing himself. And like, look, Messi is a fantastic player, and I'm not doubting his quality as a footballer, but he just doesn't go that over the line for me. What about you? Come on.
Well,
you're a Messi fan,
for
aren't
me,
you?
I'm 100% Team Messi all the way. Some of the things I've seen him do. I mean, look at the goal at the Nou Camp against Liverpool in the Champions League. That free kick, his 600th goal, may I add, for Barcelona. I mean, we can reel off some of the stats right now. I mean, he's La Liga's all-time top goal scorer, 417 goals, most goals in a calendar year, 91. It's still stood since 2012. He's won 30 trophies with Barcelona. 5 Ballon d'Ors. I know Cristiano Ronaldo has 5 as well, but he's been nominated 11 times, more than anyone else since he's burst onto the scene. And the thing is, when people start talking about Diego Maradona, obviously I wasn't around back then to see him. I was born in 89, all right? I wasn't around back then. But he scored 64 goals for Argentina. That's almost double Maradona's goals.
Yeah.
Hasn't led to a significant piece of silverware, but it shows he's doing his job for his country. That's why I think people need to get off his back. Also, Argentina wouldn't even have qualified for the last World Cup if he didn't score a hat-trick against Ecuador, which they hadn't won there, and you had to go and play high up in the altitudes, in the mountains, which is extremely difficult. He got a hat-trick, they went 1-0 down, dragged them to the World Cup. Yet Argentinians and football folk alike don't want to give him his props.
You're talking about Pogba wants to challenge, wants to push himself to the next level. Let's give Pogba some credit. He wants to challenge himself.
Yep.
Has Messi done it in the Premier League?
Of course not. He hasn't.
Has Messi done it in like the Italian league?
He hasn't. No.
Has Messi done it anywhere apart from Barcelona?
But hasn't he got a fabulous record of scoring against top English opposition in European competitions on the highest stage?
Has a Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yes. But then this is... Okay, let's go back to the international discussion here, though. Let's go back to the international discussion here. So obviously Cristiano Ronaldo just won the UEFA Nations League.
Yep.
Amazing. Won the Euros with Portugal. Like you said, assisted it from the touchline.
From the
Assistant manager.
touchline.
Amazing. But you have to look at it. When Messi plays for Argentina in these competitions, is it fair to say, Michael, that the calibre of countries and teams and nations he's going up against is probably harder than what Portugal are going up against here in Europe?
What is you're saying that Portugal against Greece or Portugal against San Marino is tougher
Macedonia
than...
No, I'm saying it's tougher. It's not tougher than playing Colombia, Chile, even the USA to an extent. Macedonia. Some of these we need to fact check because I know I'm looking at it here. Cristiano Ronaldo, 88 goals in 158 appearances.
GOAT.
That's a lot of goals. But how many of them were against, Eastern European nations?
How many of Messi's goals have been against lower league Spanish football teams?
Oh, so what, you're taking it back to club football now?
Well, we're talking about greatest of all time. If we're going to talk greatest of all time, we got to take the whole story into account here, Craig.
Yeah, we definitely got to take the whole story into account, if I'm totally honest. Listen, I just think Messi, for me, does things Ronaldo cannot do. I feel like you take Ronaldo's goals away, and Ronaldo, if you're listening to this, CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo, I think you're fantastic. Being second best ever is not a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. But we just have to say, if you take his goals away, what does he really offer? When you take Messi's goals away, this guy can still provide assists. He's provided way more assists than Ronaldo throughout their time in the Liga. He's just more of an all-round team player. And for me, he's just someone that really, really makes you go, wow. Whereas Ronaldo, you clap and you go, yeah, this is good. But with Messi, you're like, this is like how you're a magician.
I do think that, I look at Messi and I see a guy who's been at one club. He's never done it on the international stage. His record in the Champions League is nowhere near as good as Ronaldo's in terms of goals scored in the final stages. And Ronaldo's done it on the international stage. He's done it in 4 countries now. And he's been a brilliant player in 4 countries. Portugal, Britain, Spain, now Italy. I mean, his goal the other night was one of the best goals he's ever scored. His goal-scoring record for Juventus is astounding. So I think that Ronaldo has challenged himself more than Messi by moving to different countries and different leagues and succeeding in every one. And I'm not saying Messi couldn't do that. He's obviously great enough to do that, but he's never risked it. He's never left Barcelona. And although there's something to be said for one club players and Maldini and others, and I don't denigrate Messi, but I think Ronaldo constantly challenges himself in a way, which I think is really impressive. And he's done it internationally, which Messi's never done. And I think that, I look at Argentina's great players, for example, and you would probably say that Maradona had a far greater impact than Messi simply because he won the World Cup for Argentina, which Messi's never done.